Alright, so we're back here at our edit form wrapper here, the BF forms, and if you recall, we were having an issue with the validation summary being at the top, and that it causes a jump if you don't have, so you're typing in your password here, and then you say, oh geez, I want to see it, and if it's not, between 12 and the whole thing jumps down like that, which is a really bad user experience because the validation summary is kicking in. Now, I don't know, it used to be that with ASP.NET MVC that no validation would kick in until you hit the submit button, but apparently that's not the case, at least with Blazor 6. Now, I was looking at Blazor University here, and there's a way to write a custom validation validator, and so I'm going to look into that. But for now, what I'm going to do is just give the person an option to either show the validation message or not. And the other thing too is, I was thinking that another thing that, at least in the old, ASP.NET MVC 3, 4, 5, or whatever, when you see the sample pages, they put the validation message would go down above the submit button, and I'm going to get to why I have all these here. That's a whole nother ball game. But the reason why I like it at the top like that is because I've been to like several websites and major league players here, and you hit the save button, and it does not give you any indication whatsoever that if you've got a long form and none of the errors are within the ones you can see, it will give you no indication that something's wrong. I've spent 30 seconds hitting the save button, and then it dawns on me. So that's why I like to have the validation summary at the top if it's shown, and the scroll behavior to scroll to the top of the form to give the user the visual indicator that something's wrong. They see the red text and so on and so forth. But the problem with putting it at the bottom the way I currently have it configured is that I've just got the child content here. So if I was to put the validation summary below that down here, then that would be below the submit button, which is not a good user experience either. I could split it up, and have the child content and then have a slot for them to put the form buttons in, or I could take my form buttons and automatically add them, and then add reset button callback on here, and then just pass it through, and cancel callback and pass it through. I'm not going to get into all that for now because I want to take a look at just implementing a custom validator so that this validation summary doesn't get triggered or shown until the submit button is hit. So for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to be real simple about it. We're just going to put a parameter, public bool show validation summary, and we'll default that to false. Am I running? I'm running. Alright, we'll give it some if true validation let's just call it what it is from the underlying framework. Shown at the top of the form. Default is false. Default is false. I'm mumbling. And then we'll just put that in an if statement. And that should hopefully allay some of that at least. Alright, I'm typing my password. I forgot what I'm typing. At least it doesn't jump on you, you know. We'll see. I'll have to work on that. I forget which quadriplegic jokes I've seen. Done. Let's say, what do you call a quadriplegic on your front doorstep? Matt.